All right, so for this episode, I want to talk about this groundbreaking podcast that just went down at No Jumper, in which the cocaine bot himself, Lush One, made a triumphant return. And so we haven't seen Adam and Lush in the same room since the historic No Jumper breakup, and no one could have ever predicted this, that these two would make amends. Adam always hated Lush and blamed him for causing the No Jumper breakup, and this is why he fired Lush live on air on a podcast.
Lush, you lied to me.
What?
You lied to me, Lush.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, fool.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. And it looks funnier the more you lie.
I really like when?
I honestly think, at least for now, maybe we could come to the bottom of this at some point, but it's probably better that you just leave.
All right, man.
Thank you.
And shortly thereafter, all the popular No Jumper hosts all started to leave and stuff like that. And so Adam always hated Lush and said that he would never bring Lush back and that he would never work with him again. Well, it would appear that Adam has been lying to us, because here we are. Lush One has returned to No Jumper. He sits down on a podcast live with DW Flame, Brick Baby, and Adam John Grand Mason, the 16th of Nashua. And they sat down and had one of the most brilliant, most unhinged, most wonderful pieces of content I think I may have ever seen. This was amazing on all fronts, and we're going to be going over it all. And I just want to start here with our first clip. This is going to be Lush explaining how he got invited back to No Jumper after all this time. Watch this.
I get a text. It says from Adam22. I'm like, what the fuck? It said, you just said Tuesday, 4 p.m., No Jumper show, and then you listed the topics you wanted to discuss. And it was basically like there was no other pretense to the conversation. There was no other like, yo, Lush, what's going on? Right? It was just that. And I instantly responded to it, and then we just dialogued a little bit. Tried to call you. You didn't pick up.
I was at the trampoline park.
So Adam 16 reaches out, but he doesn't say like, hey, Lush, I just wanted to reach out and say that I was thinking about you the other day when I was getting my salad tossed. And I just want to say, man, hey, I'm sorry, and I'd love to make amends and just bring you back. He didn't say that. He sent Lush a list of topics and basically was just like, like, he didn't even invite him. So I thought that was extremely slithery and snake-like.
And it was basically like there was no other pretense to the conversation. There was no other like, yo, Lush, what's going on? Right? It was just that. And I
all right, so this next clip we're going to go over is them talking about the Dejon Paul situation, where Lush went in on Dejon Paul because Dejon Paul said he wanted Lush to die. Everyone knows Dejon Paul hates Lush. He's like bloated with envy against him because Lush knows more about hip-hop than him. And Dejon's this giant lol cow for No Jumper now. And so he hates Lush, and he wants Lush to go to sleep and never wake up. And so Dejon Paul's probably watching this podcast at home just fucking, how could you do this to me, Adam? You know I hate that motherfucker. Dejon was watching from the sideline. He was home watching Lush kill it on No Jumper at his own job with his own boss. And Dejon was probably so furious. He was probably so drunk. And so let's take a look at Lush addressing Dejon Paul beef, and let's hear what he has to say.
So where are you at with Dejon Paul?
Well, Dejon Paul, I'm 2-0 against him, despite the fact that you tried to bring.
All right, so that was actually extremely funny. So DW Flame comes up and whispers to Lush, wipe your mouth. And Lush wipes the saliva from the salivary foam, the foamy buildup from the corners of his mouth. And I thought that was so funny. DW Flame is always whispering things to people.
So where are you at with Dejon Paul?
Well, Dejon Paul, I'm 2-0 against him, despite the fact that you tried to brigade the people and sway consensus. The whole entire, all your comments, you said, oh, the Lush are 3 days.
I saw a clip of you dissing Dejon Paul, and it had 1,400 views, and I was like, this is a bad state of affairs.
And guess what?
But it was another clip with more views
than
on
Dejon's
a different
clip,
YouTube account.
Than Dejon's clip on the No Jumper Clips channel, which has 30 times more subscribers. And it still has more than that. And then if you add up all the clips, not only that, the most liked clip on the Reddit in the past 4 months is me making fun of, hey, y'all, it's Dejon Paul. Who wants to feel about double D's?
I think he is good to bring back.
Hey, you know, I said that dude's name earlier in the whole office. Like, no, you can't say that on the news. You didn't catch me.
Who did you say?
All right, so watch carefully. This is when Brick Baby starts talking about me, and then Lush One says the words point and shoot live on the air right in front of the 16. And this is actually groundbreaking. Watch this.
I forgot.
That was fake funny right now because he was supposed to catch it.
You talking about point and shoot?
He said the fucking name.
What the fuck? And fuck you for alluding to it too.
Hey,
Edit that out.
hey, he made me stand on business. Fuck it. I'm gonna be the one.
Stop.
Hey, no, you can't edit that out. Hey, because once
No more
once shit like that come out,
I could have gotten
you can't
within an
edit
inch
it
of my
out,
life.
fam.
Y'all wouldn't edit that shit out, but y'all want to edit it anyways. Look,
So Lush 1 says the words point and shoot straight to Adam's face. And Adam goes, stop, 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 stop. So Adam, I guess, has this rule in place at No Jumper where the employees are not allowed to utter my name or they may suffer the consequences. And we learned this earlier before this. Brick Baby was on No Jumper News and he mentioned me on No Jumper News to the cast, and the cast all freaked out and were like, you're not supposed to say that. And I thought it was very interesting. Look at this.
What was that dumb shit he didn't know about a couple episodes ago? What was that shit? It'll come to me in a second. It was something stupid.
Look, all I'm saying is
Hey,
niggas
shout
got
out
super.
point and shoot.
Shout out to point and shoot.
Why would
y'all do
that?
You're not supposed to do that.
You don't say that. You don't say that.
That's redacted. You are not supposed to do that. That was an office thing that we all knew not to do.
Hey, guess what, Brick?
We wasn't in the meeting. We wasn't in the meeting. That motherfucker had us
I just found out who
crying.
he was 2 days ago. Fuck it.
Point.
Forget the conversation.
I feel like Brick Baby owes me lunch.
I can't redact it. It's live. What you want me to do?
crazy.
I didn't redact.
He gonna have a
I
field
didn't
day,
redact. Let
and
me
it's
get a
all
nap.
your fault.
I don't give
It's
a
all
fuck.
your
That
fault.
bitch should go viral.
Fuck out that shit.
Nigga, let me get a
Nah,
nap.
you be over
Then
there hating
I just
hard as
interviewed a
fuck.
nigga with a CK chain. They can't
Have
wait
y'all
to see
seen?
that.
Do y'all see this shit? Do y'all see this shit?
You watched it?
Have y'all ever watched it?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I
What are you
watched
talking
it.
about?
Oh, you haven't watched it.
Haven't watched what?
He watched it. That nigga
What are
be
you talking? I
hating,
didn't see
and
him
he be
interview
wrong.
nobody with a.
The nigga be hating.
Oh
and
no,
he be
you
wrong
shot
as
it too
fuck.
Oh,
much.
that
Like
no,
we talk
no. I have
about that
never
in
watched
the
it. I know what it
lunchroom.
is. It's people keep.
already here
My
now.
family
No,
called
no,
me
no,
about
no.
this
You
shit.
just said redact.
Right.
So
Yeah,
you gotta
I know,
stop
I know
shining
for
light.
sure, but
Stop
I haven't,
shining light. Stop shining light. We talk about it in lunchroom right after this.
All right.
Take K. We gonna go take K.
So as you can see, it's been established that they are not to bring me up or mention me at all. It's like a rule. Almighty Dodson was so upset that I was mentioned, and Dejon was upset as well. He said that he said, my family's been calling me over this shit. God damn it. Making all these videos about me drinking, being fat. And by the way, I have no idea who the fuck this is, but shout out to you. You were hilarious in this. And of course, shout out to Brick Baby for mentioning me twice now, okay, when he wasn't supposed to. So let's get back to this Lush 1 stuff, though. So this is where Brick Baby sort of throws in Lush's face the fact that Lush backed down from a fade from Flacco. Flacco asked for a fight outside, and Lush turned it down. And so Brick Baby sort of being like, he's sort of taunting him. He's like, on the dead homies, you turned down his fade, cuh, on 6-0. On 6-0, you turned down Flacco's fade, and you was popping it, cuh, on 6-0. And Lush is like, nah, fool, like, I wasn't even trying to do that. Like, that was my boy, and you feel me? And so what I'm trying to show you is Lush is no longer afraid. He's ready to fight anyone at any time. And I want to show you that right now. This is going to be Lush saying that he'll fight Flacco right now.
Give us the thought process on that too.
Hold on.
You turned down Flacco face. So
Nah,
you popped
Is that
it.
what happened?
You
Is that what
popped it.
happened?
Yeah.
Or did I get offered a motherfucking contract that was potentially earning me well into the 6 figures, and then that same very day, some fat dude that I embarrassed the day before decided to be like,
They said outside of cameras, the company never had to know
I
nothing
don't want
about
to risk
6
that
figures.
shit. I don't give
How
a
would you
fuck.
risk it?
I don't give a fuck.
How would you
Where he
risk
at
it?
right now? I don't want to fight
Where you
Flacco, but
at?
I'll fight whoever.
Listen.
But didn't
I
Flacco
don't
stay on the
give a
couch
fuck.
last?
You
Flacco
keep
did it to the
turning
butt.
up and turning down
But
at the
let's do
same
it.
time.
I'm turning down nothing, fool.
You
I'm
like,
turning down nothing. And
Flacco
guess
stayed
what?
on the couch
I ain't
last
tough.
night.
All right, so Lush is fucking teed up. He's ready to catch a fade with anyone at any time for any reason. He's ready to rumble. Okay, he's electrified. And he wants to catch a fade. It looks like he's like almost like wants to catch a fade just to get it out of the way. And so it's just like first come, first serve. And so Adam 16 texts Dodson and tells Dodson to call in. And then Dodson calls in, and then Lush and Dodson start going back and forth. And this is where things get really interesting. Watch this.
Are y'all trying
like,
to
what
get to the
you
bottom
trying
of
to
it?
do?
At the end of the
Because you
day,
just shouted it out again.
Hey, you
called, fool. You called Adam. Your daddy never told me like to apologize to you, fool. You lied, fool. You said your daddy. Did
you not tell him that if you would have seen me, I would have socked on you? Did you not?
Of course you would sock on me. What does that have to do with anything? Wait,
Let me be up there today because they knew I would have strangled your little ass.
bro, how many fades are you ducking throughout LA, fool? How many fades are you ducking throughout the city, bro? But you want to fight me? You're the most known fade ducker in Los Angeles history, bro. I'm not a snitch, so why would I do that, fool? I'm not on paperwork. That's you. You feel me? Like I'm not the one on paperwork, bro. I'm not the one on paperwork. Is your?
I'm on paperwork.
Are you?
I'm on my way. Stay up there. Stay up there. I'm on my way. On the dead homies, nigga. Fuck.
Okay.
Why would you say he on paper?
Yeah, what was that?
So Lush goes off on Almighty Dodson and calls him a fade ducker and a snitch. And I heard a rumor that Almighty Dodson was a snitch also, and I believe it. Okay, in fact, I'd bet the house on it that he's a snitch. So I don't see what the big deal is here on Lush's part. Lush is just calling it like he sees it. And so Almighty Dodson very zestfully informs everyone that he's going to be pulling up and that there will be a fade immediately. And Lush confidently accepts the fade and fucking springs up, and he's the first one out the door to go and handle that. And this is the footage of that. Let's take a look.
If you went outside and there was a fade for you outside, I'll make sure you get your one-on-one fade on my mama.
I know you. I know you will.
That's on my daughters. On the
Is that
dead
what we doing?
homies.
Is that what we doing?
It's up to you.
Is that what we doing?
I'm crying. Let's go.
We gotta follow him,
Get the
right?
outside here.
We're gonna keep the stream going, but we gotta go.
Go. What's that?
You just always pop.
No jumper spot. Don't do that because we ain't gonna make suspects. This was going on. Okay.
It ain't going no. Whatever y'all doing.
Yeah, we out in the alley right now. We're in the alley right now. How we doing? And nobody's gonna film anything. I told everybody, no cameras.
All right, so they go out to this back alley to go and run this fade, and Almighty Dodson doesn't show up. What? He pussied out, okay? And everyone was very disappointed, including Lush. Lush wanted to put this thing to rest for, once and for all. He goes out there, he's ready to go, you know what I mean? And Suspect didn't want to fight him. He didn't have Vaseline to spread on his face. He was worried that he was going to catch like a lucky left jab from the cocaine bot and get stretched out all over the pavement in front of everybody. And it would be all over everyone's cameras. And so he didn't show up. He was actually scared of the bot. Okay. So I thought that was really cool. And that's unfortunately all the time we have for today. I will be covering a little bit more of this. There was so much. It was a 5-hour pod. So if there is something that I didn't go over that you want to hear me talk about, let me know in the comments and I'll see what I can do. Okay. This was an amazing podcast. Bravo to No Jumper for doing the right thing and having the bot come back for an epic show. And I hope that they make him, they won't make him permanent, I don't think. Everyone hates him too much, but I think that he'll be a recurring guest for like crash out stream purposes. So with that being said, but I think they should make him permanent. He's a content machine and it's the right thing to do. So with that being said, I appreciate everyone who stuck around and hit the like button and who are leaving comments and stuff. I really appreciate that. And I'll see you guys on the next one.